What is up, everyone? Welcome to the next in our Epic the Musical reactions. I am here, as always, with the incredible and gorgeous Panda.
Hi, guys.
I am so invested in this
Oh my
saga.
god.
I am freaking hooked and shook and broken,
Yes.
and Yuri has broken my heart, and I need to find out what's going to happen next.
I know, and unfortunately, it's called Mutiny.
Yeah, I don't know what direction this can go in because I don't see how much of a leg Yuri has to stand on to be doing a mutiny when they would be home right now if it wasn't for him. So, we're gonna we can only find out by watching. So we're gonna get into it. This animatic is by Riley G. This was suggested to me in my comments of my other epic reactions. We can see that Jay shared a snippet from a GG animatic to this.
Right.
But we scoured YouTube and couldn't find we both looked. We looked on Gigi's page. We can't find the full version. So maybe she didn't do a full version. If she did, please let us know in the comments because as me and Panda have said in previous reactions this saga, at the end, once we've done a reaction to all the different songs from Epic, we'd love to come back and check out some behind the scenes content and some other animatics for different songs that you guys love that we might have missed or you could have had better choices if you guys think that. Yeah, definitely let us know in the comments if that's something you'd want to see and if there is a full GG animatic and what other songs there are awesome animatics for that you guys would like to see us check out. Because we'll definitely keep that in the back burner and keep that in our minds for once we've gone through all of Epic. But for now, we are going to get into Mutiny. Let's go. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Content warning.
Yeah.
Blood, violence, and animal death.
Yeah. So, what animals do they have with them? I mean, we didn't get that.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, we didn't get that one when they're cutting tails off of sirens, but yeah, so we're gonna have some blood and gore and some dark stuff in this one. That's not a good. That's not a good foreshadowing, but let's see where it goes. I'm glad they don't have any puppies on the crew because we don't want that. So I don't know what animal they could possibly be killing, but we'll find out.
Tell me you did not know that would happen. Say you didn't know how that would end. Look me in the eyes and tell me, Captain, that you did not just sacrifice 6 men. Use your wits to try and say I'm crazy and mad. That this is all some trick the gods have sent. Tell me you did not miss home so painfully bad that you gave up the lives of 6 of our friends.
Oh, crap.
Yo,
okay.
I was slow on the uptake. It took me a while to work through my thoughts at the end of the last animatic, but in the end I said it. In the end I said that he knew what he was getting into going in there. He knew it was a sacrifice play. And he still chose to do it. And it seems like...
At first, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, you open in your mouth when you just confess to something that... But then I'm like, the more he said it, and the more he's like, you did this on purpose. Tell me you didn't do this on purpose. The more I'm like, the man has a point.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, from Yuri's side, he had a lapse in judgment. He had a moment where he didn't trust the captain like he should have, because he'd been told there was some kind of great treasure in there. And he fell victim to his own greed or his own, that kind of thing, his own curiosity, and opened the bag. It wasn't a premeditated decision of, ha ha ha, I'm going to push us away from home and, it wasn't, he didn't intentionally kill people.
Right.
This one, if this is the case, if he made that choice, then yeah, that's a big, very different decision. But
yes.
Yeah, we knew he'd gone cold. We knew he was being the monster. And I feel like Yuri's definitely right he made that choice. I got that strong vibe at the end of the last animatic. So yeah, I'm curious to see where this goes.
This home so painfully bad that you gave up the lives of 6 of our friends. When we fought the Cyclops, You were quick to hatch a plan, and when we fought with Cersei, it was you who left behind no man. But when we saw this monster, we didn't take a stand. We just ran. Say something!
Right there. I know someone's about to go off. That say something was fire, first of all. But right there, you said in the last animatic, it felt anticlimactic.
Right.
It felt unsatisfying that they just ran away. That nothing, there was no clever twist. There was no escape. There was no this. It was just, we sailed through.
Right.
That is exactly what Yuri's calling him out on right now.
Now, I want to know next thing. Like, obviously, Jay has, he picked the people that he wanted to do this, and he's doing it all himself for the most part. I want to know what kind of hella talented friends he's got.
Right? Apparently.
Because the emotion and the feel, the epic, the emotion that you get through Eurylochus's voice, and I forget the name of the man who sings, but that is Broadway quality here. What kind of talented friends does Jay have?
100%. And I'm gonna put it out there. I know that it's been mentioned in previous comments that for at least some of the roles and some of the singers, Jay found them through like TikTok. That he basically, I don't know if he went full on doing auditions necessarily, but he definitely found other creators who he got on board with this. But Yuri's been there since early, freaking early. And this guy is insanely talented, because I was thinking at the very start, and we've made this reference. I think we've made this reference at least once in every single saga. And I apologize to you guys for that, because I swear I know other musicals, but there's just something about different parts of Epic that just hit in this way. Something about that start section, especially the line of "Tell me you didn't sacrifice 6 of our men," gave me such Hamilton vibes. The moment where Washington is like, where he's screaming at Hamilton, I think it's I need you alive. It gave me such similar vibes to the way he screamed that there, and it's the way he delivered it was just fantastic. But yeah, this is I want to hear what Odysseus is actually going to say back here, but it's taking me back to the last animatic as well, when we commented on seeing Yuri's face being terrified. And Odysseus's face was as vicious as it always is, as cold and like I said, we commented in that one that he looked like it was more of an inconvenience to him than anything else. And
and I looked it up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's completely like the dichotomy is amazing between the two of them. I looked it up. Eurylochus is played by Armando Julian.
Yeah.
Armando. So
yeah.
Cool, man.
But what I was going to say is that plays into this song. The fact that Odysseus's face was in a way of like, he wasn't shook by it, he wasn't shocked by it, he was cold and he was annoyed, but he wasn't scared by any of it. And that plays into this song with the fact that, because he knew it was going to happen. It was all part of the plan.
Right.
Whereas we saw Yuri completely shocked because he never saw that coming. Odysseus did. Damn.
Man, we just ran! Say something! I can't! Then you have forced my hand. You really lower your weapon. No can do. You miss your wife so bad you drain the lives of your own crew.
Don't make me fight you, brother. You know you'd have done the same.
If you want all the power, you must carry all the blame. Eurylochus, Eurylochus, Eurylochus. Odysseus, Odysseus, Odysseus.
Oh my.
There is no price he won't pay.
I am not letting you get in my way!
Oh my god.
Excuse me? I was pausing because of a vocal note, but what the? My man just got stabbed in the back.
This was not Eurylochus that did it. Oh god. Okay. There's so much going on.
I mean, the song's called Mutiny. It's not a challenge. It's a full-on mutiny. So I'm guessing.
Right.
I'm shook. I can't even remember what note it was that made me want to pause or what I was going to say because that shook me so bad.
Okay,
Oh my
going
god.
back a little bit. Look at okay, first of all, Eureka's sword. That
Yeah.
reminded me of what anime is that with the but anyway, we
So
won't
many
go there.
it gives me Final Fantasy vibes with all the giant
Final
swords,
Fantasy.
but
But anyway, um, okay, he's going through this and he's talking about you forced my hand.
yeah.
Since you can't tell me that you didn't mean it, that you didn't do this on purpose.
Yeah.
That you're doing you miss your wife so much that you're sacrificing all of us.
Yeah. And
And
like the fact that again this shift in that he points out in Odysseus of with Circe it was this no man left behind. What if it was you? You know I'd go back for you type of thing. And with this, it's a complete flip it on its head. Nope, it's
mhm,
that's not the case anymore. Now I don't care who gets through as long as I get through to get home. I can
right.
understand why this fight's going on. The choice to have the crowd like the them chanting their names as they're fighting and
Mhm,
switching between the two names as well was awesome. And
right.
I can imagine how this would be staged with a much smaller sword in
Mhm,
his hand, but I can imagine how this would be staged and it would be such an epic scene. But the fact that you could hear as the combat was going on in the vocals, because
mhm,
you expect that from a Broadway show, you expect that from a recording of a Broadway show. You don't expect
yes.
that two guys who have been in recording booths, probably nowhere near each other, recording this, would be putting in the
Mhm,
vocal grunts and the effort like
yes.
they are having a sword fight. It is so well done, so
Oh
well
yeah.
acted. Um,
And
it-
I'm interested to see, like, because he's telling him, that you're doing all of this and I cannot let this stand. And Odysseus is like, stop doing this. What are you doing? I'm not going to let you stop me.
yeah, yeah. Um, it it's interesting the switch up as well because previously it was kind of it, Yuri never wanted to sacrifice their men, but like I said, at Circe he was like, "We've got to leave them. We just need to keep going."
Cut our
And
losses, kind of thing.
yeah, yeah. But when it comes to putting someone in the line of fire, that's
Hmm.
too much for him, which is again fair. But yeah, damn. I want to hear that grunt line again when they were fighting.
And you
Yeah.
drain the lives of your own crew.
Don't make me fight you, brother. You know you'd have done the same.
If you want all the power, you must carry all the blame. Eurylochus, Eurylochus, Eurylochus. Odysseus, Odysseus, Odysseus. There is no price he won't pay.
I am not letting you get in my way.
That line.
Oh,
My brothers, why?
Are we supposed to trust you now? Now, your time has come, your luck's run out. Now, the time has come to shut you down. You relied on wit, and then we died on it. Whoa.
Ooh.
oh,
You relied
oh
on
my God.
the callback there.
Yes.
I can't pick what song it was. I can't think what, but that line of Yuri has said that to him before. That line of
Yeah.
his wit and we died on it, or they died on it, and the fact that it's the crew saying it now gives me the vibes that
Yes.
Yuri's been plotting this. He's been talking to people behind Odysseus's back, sowing these seeds.
Yeah, and like they're talking about, the crew has been chanting their names, and so there's a line in there that they were talking about. He won't stop, or he's turned into this. It's like the light bulb, whatever Yuri's been telling them this whole time, the light bulb has gone on. Like, oh crap,
Yeah,
he was right.
yeah.
He's not going to stop. We have to stop him now.
Yeah, and it's one of those things of like it's this he turned himself into a monster to get home. Cool.
Mhm.
But we said in the first song of this the fact that the whole crew are on that same vibe with him and it's like did they hear that? Did they not hear that? Has he just like encouraged them to be the same way? And in the same way that he is ruthlessly looking at it as I need to get home, they're all probably doing the same thing. And as soon as they see you're
Sure.
willing to throw them to the fishes, then why wouldn't they be looking after themselves with the same ruthlessness that you are trying to get home? Like,
Well, and it's interesting because they've been talking about, all the crew. A lot of the time, they've been repeating what someone else has said.
mm-hmm,
Okay, this is the first time, at least in this last little bit before they, stab him. Well, when they stab him, they're singing their own lyrics, their own thing. So it's
Yeah.
like they have taken back their autonomy.
Exactly. They're no longer just the crew, they're individual people
Mhm.
expressing their thoughts and feelings, which is such a
Right.
cool thing for that to be like the first time that other
Mhm.
than the three of them, other than Yuri, Odysseus, and the beautiful one who died
Polities.
that we love, Polites, yes. I keep forgetting his
Mhm.
name. But yeah, other than those three, we've never got the crew saying things. So yeah, you're right. It's a really cool thing to see that shift now, but I don't know where we go from here.
Yeah.
Relied on it, and then we died on it. Whoa.
Ah, my head. Where are we?
Some island, the first one we found. It's bursting with cows, just roaming around, begging us to eat. So much meat, and hunger is so heavy. This statue, the god of the sun, don't know where it's from, but here's where we found all these cows to hunt. Right in front, and hunger is so heavy. Hunger is so heavy.
Please don't tell me you're about to do what I think you'll do.
Mm.
Odie, we're never gonna get to make it home. You know it's true.
You don't know that's
Oh.
true. This is the home of the sun god.
Hang on. When he's saying that we're never going to get home, are they suggesting that they're just going to start living on this island? That they're not going to leave this island? Is that what they're getting at?
No, I really don't know. It's like I don't know what like because I'm confused. Like that they obviously okay they didn't kill Odysseus.
Which is good.
They tied him to a tree. And it's like look okay. So did they think okay we'll just tie him to a tree, we'll rest here, and then we'll just keep him captive while we go home? Is it now the point where Eurylochus is realizing okay we've got another island with a bunch of food that's just randomly sitting out here. It's another somebody's home. Is like, okay, I thought maybe we might make it if we captured Odysseus, but now I realize it's not going to happen.
Maybe. I don't know if this is just their latest thing that is going to be the next bad decision. And
Yeah.
like I don't know why. I'm sure that there's absolutely no link because I'm pretty sure the only place in mythology you find this really mentioned is in the labyrinth. But I see cows and I think Minotaur, and I'm like, oh god, that's the last thing they need right now. Don't throw a Minotaur in their
Right.
path as
No,
well.
that was
But
that
yeah,
was Perseus.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's only like one
Or,
story
no,
talking about the Minotaur, which is the
no,
not Perseus,
Theseus.
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 Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the only time you really hear reference of it. So I don't think that's the case here. But I'm trying to think if we've seen the sun god before. I don't
Yeah,
think
because
we.
the sun god I thought was Apollo.
Yeah, so we haven't
Is
come
one
across.
of is one of Apollo's animals a cow?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
So I don't know if they're about to really mess up by possibly eating this cow, or if it's okay and everything's fine. But we're
Yeah.
gonna find out, and hopefully they're not just tying him to this post to kill him or leave him tied there either. They could
Yeah.
be leaving. They could be leaving with their ship and sailing
Maybe.
on and leaving him there. So yeah, let's find out.
Starving, my friend.
But if you kill his cattle, who knows what he'll send? This is the home of the sun
I'm
god.
tired, my friend.
But we're so close to home, this can't be where it ends.
How much longer must I suffer
Please
now?
don't do
How
this.
much longer must I push
I
through
need to
doubt?
get
How much longer must I go about my
Eurylochus.
life like this when people die like this? Whoa, how much longer must we suffer now?
Reconsider.
How much longer must we push through
We can
doubt?
get
How much longer must we go about our lives like this when people die like this?
Eurylochus, no!
Ooh,
Hold
the
on.
use of "I'm just a man."
Yeah. We never heard Yuri say that before.
No, I
Okay,
love.
this is a big shift from cold Odysseus back to
Right? I was literally going to say that it's like the entire like shift in his personality. It's I don't know if that was an act that is now dropped because, he can't be
he
that
couldn't
anymore, or
sustain
if
it forever. Yeah.
yeah, or if this is the act and that he's trying to win them back now. But
Yeah.
I think I do think Odysseus is 100% right in this situation of you're on
Mhm.
the island of the sun god. These things belong to him. You can't take them. And Odysseus
Mhm.
seems to know, or at least be concerned about, who the sun god will send if they cross him.
Right.
So yeah, I'm very concerned about what is going to be coming because they aren't going to stop. They're not going to back out of this now. I see why we had a
Okay,
warning
so
for the killing of an
yeah.
animal. So, but
Yeah.
and why they have to draw the cow's eyes so cute? It looks adorable. But yeah,
No.
apologies to the cow lovers, but let's keep going.
When people die like
I'm
this.
just a man.
You really guess no!
It's yellow.
You've doomed us. You've doomed us all, Eurylochus!
What is it?
We need to get away from this island now! Grab an arm with all the strength your arms allow! These cows were immortal. They were the sun god's friends. And now that we've pissed them
Oh, dear.
off, who do you think he'll send?
Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
Faster!
Full speed ahead.
Faster!
Full speed ahead.
Oh.
We're too late.
Oh, that's not good. Yo,
Oh crap.
I don't care who you are. If it's based in Greek mythology of any kind, and you
Uh-huh.
see lightning and thunder crashing, you know they're screwed. They are.
Uh-huh.
There's only one person that I think that could be. Oh dear.
Oh boy. All right.
They have
Okay.
managed to, at this point, in completely different ways, piss off two of the big three. Like,
Yeah.
why don't you go down and spit in Hades' face while you're at it, just to finish off the trilogy, you know? Like,
Right.
oh
Jesus.
my god.
It's funny. Like, okay, we were talking about they're going back, back and forth in this, and then in one song, such a shift back and forth between the two of them and their outlook on the whole thing,
Yeah.
right? And I'm curious to see where that takes us because now they've gone through, Eurylochus is done. He has staged a mutiny
hmm
and he's trying to take over. Now they have no choice. They've got to continue to work together
Yeah.
to get past whatever this is.
And the thing is, I don't know if it's meant to come across this way, but to me, this comes across in the kind of F around and find out kind of way, where it's
Mhm.
like you're so sure you'll be better off without him, without his ruthlessness. He's making all the wrong choices. Okay,
Right.
cool. They mutiny him, and the first choice they make without him is to rock up to the
Mhm.
sun god's island, kill an immortal cow, and now Zeus is after them. I
Yeah.
feel like it's really a really telling important thing that the entire crew have now seen that the decisions that Odysseus is making aren't bad decisions. It's just that every one of them has been like they haven't had the knowledge and it's ended in a
Mm-mm.
bad way. They can
Right.
blame him as much as they like for the Cyclops, for Circe, all those things. He's just doing the best that he can with what he
Right.
has. And now they've gone, well, if he's not making the shots, we won't be put in such bad situations. And yet the first thing they
Yeah.
do is put themselves in the worst one possible.
Mhm.
I
Oh god.
I was gonna say, like, they said the safe way to get back home was through the island, through the lair of that thing. They got through the lair. They must be close to
Yeah.
home, and it's the same thing again. Where yeah, they probably are very close to home, but now they're not gonna get there, not anytime soon.
No.
Now I know how
No.
we have more sagas to get through because damn, I can't imagine what the next song's gonna be.
Oh god. Well, it's called Thunderbringer, so.
Oh god. Yep. Okay. Literally. Oh god. Oh god. As in Zeus. So yeah, we will get into that in the next one. This saga has blown my mind. One of my favorite sagas.
God.
Period. It's
Oh, yeah.
amazing how you can just never know which of your emotions it's going to hit you with and how much it's going to drop your jaw because at this point my jaw's going to dislocate if it drops one more time. But yeah, guys, I hope you're enjoying all these reactions. The next one will drop on Panda's channel, the last one of this saga. So yeah, check that out in about a week's time on her channel. Also, please check out the original animatic link down below. The original animatic is by Riley G, so check that out. check out Jay's original audio that's linked down below as well. And leave a like and a comment on this video, and subscribe to both mine and Panda's channel because it helps us out so much. And if you're able to check us out on Patreon, we both have Patreons, and it is because of our Patreon supporters that we're able to do what we do. So please check us out over there. Panda will tell you all about her Patreon in her next video. On my Patreon, I do weekly polls for the reactions on my channel, multiple weekly TV show reactions. I also do a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction on my channel. So check all that out on Patreon, and we will see you in the next video, which will be the last song in this saga. So we'll see you then. Until then, have a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.